Hello everyone, you're watching PokerNews.com and welcome back to our coverage of the World Series of Poker. I am with the Crown Up guy, Mr. Fedor Holz. You guys are always asking for Fedor, so I'm going to give you what you ask for. We've got to give the folks what they ask for. Now, you have been out of the Rio more than the rest of us, which sounds amazing, but talk us through a little bit of some of the accolades and some of the reasons you haven't been here.
Mostly because I spent time in the area, which is like in general pretty good sign, I guess. But yeah, I got the Vegas flu a little, so normally I spent time inside and just, I don't know. So far, I mean, I had a great trip, but it's so annoying to be ill for like 4 weeks straight. So I'm looking forward to moving out and going back home.
Where it's not 0 degrees inside, 7,000 degrees outside. That's the scientific number, by the way. Well, you are here after, shipping a few high rollers over at the Aria. You're back here at the Rio. We're at the Shootout. Now, this is a whole different world, basically. This is like a sit and go, then a sit and go, then a sit and go, and it's a different strategy. It's a whole different game. So tell me a little bit about how you're adjusting your game for this versus, a big MTT.
I mean, it's just really bad for tournaments in general. So, because it's literally like good heads-up players, like good 300 players, they just make it way more often to the final table. So mostly the final tables are pretty packed with good players. So I think the structure is really bad. But I mean, I enjoy playing them. It's because you get kind of this final table atmosphere before the final table, you get to play shorthanded, and it's so frustrating though to bust it, not make the next round. You play. The structure is pretty good though, it doesn't take too long, but if you play for 9 hours online sometimes and then you bust heads up, that's pretty annoying.
Well, it's interesting because obviously this is something I talked to someone about the other day is, a lot of players don't get practice, say, four-handed, three-handed, and heads up. So how do you kind of keep your game solid in those, weirder spots?
I mean, I guess it's just the online stuff that, keeps you up. Working on these kind of things. It's like live, it's so hard. I mean, how can you practice? You can play sit and goes, that helps a lot. I mean, it's kind of literally just play 3 sit and goes in a row, and same, payout structure changes a little. In the beginning you play for winner takes it all, and then you play for money later on. But in general, it's just not very, very hard to train for these, being a live pro.
Well, and your heads up right now, relatively close in chip stacks, so tell us a little bit about what's happening.
It was a fun table. Three-handed, one of the guys was just okay, I'm out. He just went all in, blind, every hand, or 3 in a row.
Just was forget it, I'm out, forget it, I'm bored.
Yeah, he was just I'm not going to make it anyway, so whatever. It was he played for 5 hours and then he just gave it away. I don't know.
With that attitude, you're definitely not getting it.
Most likely not. I mean, he doubled, the first hand he shoved, it was okay, this is how this is going down, but no, he busted right after.
Well, there you have it, folks, though. You just don't give it up. If you give the chips to this guy, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, let's see about that. I hope I win this heads up. That would be important.
I have faith in you. Just going to throw it out there. Fedor Holz, I'm Sarah Herring. You're with us on PokerNews.com.